It has been a long collegiate basketball season, and as in any year, the cream always rises to the top. We've had our fair share of valiant heroes and significant moments, all of which made 2018 a special one. And as we put the past calendar year behind us, takes a look at what went wrong and what went right in college basketball, in the hope of learning from both. Let's get the bad out of the way first. The NCAA was buffered by a number of controversies this past season, the most striking of which involved players that got embroiled in the Ligang Labers issue. Though the league did suspend San Sebastian gunner Arcaligan and Latran sniper Coy Galvalo, the leagues came under fire when players from host school Perpetual who violated the same rule escaped punishment. As the NCAA season reached its final stretch, the country's oldest collegiate league again found itself mired in controversy when its officials banned Lyceum star C.J. Perez for Game 1 of the finals against San Beda for his failure to notify the league about his intention to join the PBA rookie draft. Here's to hoping that in the next years, the players, their coaches, the schools, and most importantly, the league can enforce rules fairly. Games should be won inside the court and not in boardrooms. Transfer was the name of the game in college basketball, which saw transferees make big impacts on the fight for championships. After an uneventful run in there, U.S. highly touted forward Kobe Perez chose to follow Dad Benji's path and took his act to up, where he will link up with former La Salle star Richie Rivero. Rivero's Green Archers teammate Brent Parezo, meanwhile, joined coach Alden Ayo at UST as former La Salle guard Ramil Terro enrolled in San Sebastian. Jason David and Renzo Navarro also shared their Golden Stags jerseys to join the youth revolution at Lyceum. Former San Beda center Ben Adamos moved to Perpetual, and former UST guard Jordan Starr Arna reunite with coach Jeff Nagbo at Latran. Troy Reich also made the most of his stay with a one-and-done season with New at the end of his stint at Wake Forest. But the biggest transfer saga involved Bright Equity, who, after transferring from Perpetual, led the UP Maroons all the way to the UAP finals. The biggest weapon in Ateneo's arsenal isn't Ferdy Ravino or Matt Nieto or anyone in their roster. It's coach Tab Baldwin. The Kiwi-American mentor has not only stamped his class with back-to-back UAP championships for the Blue Eagles, he also prompted other schools to step up their game. La Salle already took a swing for the fences with the hiring of former G League deputy Jermaine Burr despite an inspiring campaign under coach Louis Gonzalez. Earlier this year, teams at the bottom of the UAP also made changes, with UST entrusting its future in Ayo and UE. Former Ateneo Blue Eaglets mentor Joe Silva to man its rebuilding. Other UAP schools were also up for the challenge, taking their squads overseas for training. But the most notable of all was UP, which even hired Serbian coach Nikola Ugruka as a consultant for this year's run. Over in the NCAA, San Beda coach Boye Fernandez remained as the standard, but other schools have made great strides, too. Perpetual turned to veteran coach Frankie Lim, Lyceum put its faith in Topics Robinson, Latran hired Napa, and St. Benilde had Titan to thank for its renaissance. Changes were also aplenty for next year, with Mapua handing the reins to longtime assistant Randy Alcantara and Oliver Bunny and former lead coach Ariel Sison swapping places at EEC. The championship chase, of course, was anything but predictable. Overwhelming favorite Ateneo was dealt a rude awakening in its UAP season debut when Adamson pulled off a shocker. Ayo's overhaul also paid dividends at UST, with super rookie CJ Cancina turning heads in all 5 of the Growling Tigers' victories before his season was ended by injury. Even perennial Celadwela, UE ended its run of futility as Alvin Pasaol led a surprising domination of FU in their second round. FU also scored a big win over Ateneo in the first round, as Arvin Tolentino, long haunted by his endgame blunder in a loss to the Blue Eagles last season, redeemed himself with a booming 3 in the playoff against La Salle that sent the Damaros to the Final Four. St. Benilde almost made it to the Final Four with a revelation of a season from Justin Gutang, as hosts Perpetual defied the odds and squeaked into the semis behind a reformed Prince Ease, who won the season MVP award. Expected bottom feeders Zeke and JIU both pulled off shockers in the NCAA, as San Sebastian and Mapua made the playoff race interesting in the home stretch of their eliminations. But no doubt, the biggest surprise of them all is Upstream run to the finals. Picking itself up from a 3-5 start to go on a dream run to its first Final Four appearance in 21 years, and its first finals appearance in 32 seasons.